Hello folks, Everchanger here and welcome back to more Pokemon Crystal. Last time we participated in the bug catching contest at the National Park, and we also dealt with the Sudowoodo that was occupying the space that I am occupying right now. Very nice stuff. Anyway, before pressing onwards, there's quite a few things we can do now that we have addressed the Sudowoodo issue. First things first is this guy. Did you clear that wretched tree? I'm impressed. I want you to have this. And he will give us TM08, which contains Rock Smash, which is yet another field move. Once we obtain this and we teach it to something, it will actually also be sold at the Goldenrod department store, which is really nice. That happens to be Rock Smash. You can shatter rocks with just a single well-aimed smack. If any rocks are in your way, just smash them up. I'll smash you up. Anyway, I'd like to reload this map really quick. And this guy will be here on Thursdays, because as you can see, it is Thursday right now. Not sure why I didn't show this earlier, but yes, this is Arthur. Who are you? I'm Arthur of Thursday. Here, you can have this, and he will give us a hard stone, which improves the power of rock-type moves when held. Very nice. A Pokemon that uses rock-type moves should hold on to that. It pumps up rock-type attacks. Very cool. Next thing I want to show is in the Ruins of Alph. Anywhere on the premises of the Ruins of Alph, if you go into your Pokegear and you tune it to this channel right here, some very strange music is going to play. There's really no significance to this, really, it's just an Easter egg, but it's kind of interesting how it only happens in this area specifically. Anyway, next thing I want to show is out on Route 31, I believe is the number, so I will meet you guys right over there. Alrighty, here on Route 31, we can head right over here to this guy. Yeah, you remember him? Huh? What's that? You have mail for me? If we give him Kenya... Let's see. Dark Cave leads to another road. That's good to know. Thanks for bringing this to me. My friend's a good guy, and you're swell too. I'd like to do something good in return too. I know, I want you to have this, and you give us TM50. There are 50 TMs total, so this is actually the last one in the list, as of this generation. TM50 is Nightmare. It's a wicked move that steadily cuts the HP of a sleeping enemy. Basically, it works kind of like Poison, except it only works on Pokemon that are asleep. And I think it docks more HP just because of that restriction. Ooh, that's scary. I don't want to have bad dreams. No one likes bad dreams. Anyway, I'm gonna grab this Bitterberry right here. And I think next up, I would like to head into Dark Cave, because there's something that we can show there now that we have Rock Smash. Actually, never mind that really quick, because I actually had to run back to Violet City to grab Rattata for our HM and now TM usage, and I remembered that there's this tree right here. If we cut this down, we can sneak right up here, and there is a hidden Hyper Potion, which will heal 200 HP when you use it. A little bit overkill for this time in the game, but it is free and it's right there, so you might as well grab it. Alright, now to Dark Cave. Alrighty, here we are in Dark Cave, and I grabbed Rattata out of the PC, and I also taught it Flash, which is going to be really useful. Also, I have to wonder how huge this freaking menu would be if we taught it 4 moves. Anyway, use Flash right here. Get that nice little sound effect, and we can now see in the dark, which is really nice. Anyway, if we loop right around this way, you can see what the layout of this place actually looks like. If we hop right here, you'll notice that there is actually a breakable rock. If we use Rock Smash, it will break the rock, and a wild Pokemon will appear. This is a new way of encountering wild Pokemon. This is, for whatever reason, a way to find Krabby. But the other, more important Pokemon that you can get via Rock Smash, and at a much lower rate, is a Pokemon called Shuckle, which is known for being a fantastically defensive Pokemon. But on the flip side of that, it is trash at offense, so I feel like it's not very easy to use in single player. But yes, that's actually the only way to get this Pokemon, which is really interesting. I like when they add new ways to catch Pokemon. Worth noting, not every time you break a rock will a Pokemon appear, so make sure to keep that in mind. Anyway, now that we are through a little bit more of Dark Cave, there is a bit of stuff that we can find, and I want to make sure I get my list out so I can reference it, because there's quite a bit of stuff that we can find. Alright, break this. Another Krabby, not too big a deal. Anyway, there's a hidden item somewhere up here. I don't know exactly where. Is it here? I know there's a hidden item around here somewhere. I trust the list. Aha! There it is. Hidden elixir. Very, very nice. I believe that's the only item in this portion of the cave that's actually hidden. There's a few more that we can grab. I believe there's three items that we can find here that are actually visible, so that's the difficult one knocked out. And yes, I am using repels. Gonna renew that really quick. Alright, that was my last one, so hopefully we can make this work from here on out. Anyway, I think we actually want to go around the other way, which is going to waste a few steps of that, which is unfortunate. Yes, there's an item here. Here we have yet another hyper potion, which is really, really, really nice to have. And let's see, what else do we have on our beautiful list right here? Looks like we got a couple more things to find. I want to be comprehensive as I can when it comes to items. Right here we have a full heal, which is also really, really cool. And I believe there's one more item around here. I don't know if we have to break this rock, but I'm gonna break it anyway. And nothing comes out, which is nice. Aha, the last item is over this way. Very cool. Hop down here and grab this. It is a dire hit. Very good. And that is all we can explore of Dark Cave for now. If we head out this way, oh, just in time, we have Route 46. This is slightly higher on the route than we were by, what was it? New Barktown, yeah. We can also sneak over onto Route 45 right here, but there's really not much we can do here. No new Pokemon, no items, no anything for us to get, so I guess this is just what we're going to be checking out. Anyway, we got a couple of fruit-bearing trees right here. We have a paralyzed cure berry on this one in the southeast, and in the northwest one, we have just a regular berry, which is always nice to have. Definitely better than nothing, if I do say so myself. Anyway, hop down here, and we have a choice. The unfortunate thing about this is, there are 3 trainers here. To fight them both, you have to go through Dark Cave twice, which is really, really disappointing. We're gonna go this way first, because there's 2 trainers and an item, so I feel like this is the better one to get out of the way first. I'm raising Pokemon too. Will you battle with me? Absolutely, good sir. Alright, this right here is Camper Ted. I was close. I was actually surprisingly close. And he has a Mankey, and it's looking pretty likely that Elekid is going to be getting level 16 off of this fight, because it's only got like a pixel left to go. So I think we will be going pretty good in that regard. Anyway, he's going to scratch us, just going to keep using Thunder Punch. Not much else we can do. But yeah, now that we have figured out this pathway that we can take through Dark Cave, I am going to have to go through it a second time in order to get everything, which is really, really disappointing. But I mean, I think we can work with it. Right here, we have a Picnicker, I believe. I raise Pokemon too. Will you battle with me? Absolutely, I'm always down for a good fight. This is Picnicker what? Erin. Nice name. Anyway, she's going to send out a Ponyta, which is a Pokemon that I don't believe we are going to be able to get for ourselves for quite a while, unfortunately. That's one weird thing about this game that I'm pretty sure I've mentioned before, is that the game will tease you like this a lot, where the opponent will use Pokemon that you cannot get for a while yet. Really, really strange. But I'll be honest, I've already got my team planned out, and I tried to mitigate that issue as much as possible, and you guys are probably going to be seeing the fruits of that very soon, if I had to make a guess. Knocked down that Ponyta right there, got a lot of experience for that, holy cow. And we have another Ponyta coming out. I think I'm going to stay in just to see if we can actually bring it down with Elekid right here. I'd like to get Elekid up there in the levels as much as I can, and honestly, it's pretty on par with everybody at level 16 right here. I mean, yeah, Croconaw a bit higher level than everyone else, but I mean, we've had him the longest, so I guess that's not too terribly surprising. And yeah, right there, Thunder Punch's ability to paralyze in action. Very cool. Alright, one more Thunder Punch ought to do it, and then we can grab that item, because I'm sure all of you are dying to know what that item is. Get another huge chunk of experience right there. Wow. And Elekid is trying to learn Light Screen. Light Screen is an interesting one. Now, I want to double check something really quick, so I'm going to actually cut right here. Alright, so Light Screen is an interesting move that will, I believe, reflect special moves and make them do less damage. They don't, like, counter the moves, but basically what they do is if you get hit with a special move, you're going to take less damage from them. Which is good, except Elekid's only weakness in the game is ground, and ground is a physical move, so I'm not going to learn Light Screen right here. But honestly, if it was Reflect, which protects against physical moves, I probably would still forego it, just because they're honestly moves I can really survive without, and I really like damage output when it comes to single player. And my inventory's full. Alright, equipped a berry onto Cubone, and we have space for this X speed. Very good. Now, if we keep going down this way, this will actually plunk us right down where we were earlier in the Let's Play. And as you can see, this loops around to Route 29, so now what I have to do is I have to go all the way through Dark Cave again to show that one last trainer up there, so I will be right back. Well, there's your evidence. Alrighty, we are back, and I also equipped the Quick Claw to Zubat, and I also got another berry and gave it to Heracross. So, yeah, just a little update there. Anyway, if we head down this way, we have this trainer right here. This is literally the only reason I went through Dark Cave, so if you don't care about fighting any trainers, just don't even bother doing this. Alright, I'll show you the power of mountain Pokemon. Alright, here we go. This trainer had better be worth it, because I was rudely reminded that they do not sell repels at the Violet City Pokemart. That hurt. A lot. Anyway, got Elekid in the front right here, which probably isn't the best idea, so we are going to switch over to Croconaw, I think. And we are going to take down this guy's team, and as you can see, his team is actually pretty big. He's got like 5 Geodudes or something like that. Maybe he has a couple of Machop, I'm not sure, honestly. Anyway, I can use Water Gun right here, and I gotta say, I am really excited for the next area we are going to, because you thought Water Gun was a really crummy Water-type move. We are about to get one that is way better. So yeah, if you were bothered by the fact that we're still rocking Water Gun, don't worry. Things are going to change pretty darn soon. Anyway, gonna lay another Water Gun onto Geodude right here, and something tells me this is going to be a battle full of one-shots. Am I wrong about that? Yeah, there's another Geodude coming out right here. Hey. Well, let's be honest, at least it's better than the guy who trains like 6 Magikarp that's in every freaking Pokemon game. At least Geodude, A, provides somewhat of a challenge because it's capable of directly attacking you in like 99% of cases. And secondly, it actually has an experience yield that is not garbage, which is really nice. And was it really 5 Geodudes? That was just throwing out a guess. Like, can we at least throw a Machop in here? Or something? Like, please? No? Okay. Alright, one more Pokemon left. It is, yeah, it's 5 Geodudes. Alright. I mean, I guess I'll take it. Alright, gonna Water Gun you, and that should wrap up this battle pretty nicely. I honestly am not sure if this battle is worth it in any way whatsoever, aside from the completionist factor, so yeah, if it bothers you that I came here, you do not have to do it. Mercy, you showed me your power. But yeah, we also get money, which is nice. Anyway, we can head out this way, and I will meet you guys back up on Route 36. Alright, here we are finally on Route 36 again, and that is everything that I wanted to go over for right now before we progress onwards. So, onwards we shall go. Right here, trainer tips. Use dig to return to the entrance of any place. It is convenient for exploring caves and other landmarks. Very convenient given the item that we just got last episode. Anyway, right here we have twins. Anne and Anne. Is that like Ed, Ed, and Eddie except for girls? I don't know. Anne and I are in this together. Alright. Now, as I mentioned before, this is not actually a double battle. This is a single battle with 2 Pokemon. Alrighty. Now, since we are on a new route, there are of course going to be new Pokemon. Route 37 only has 1 new Pokemon that you can find on it, and that is Stantler, which you can only find at nighttime. Stantler is the best Pokemon in the game, and I 100% recommend that you catch one on your team unless you are a complete moron, because I'm contractually obligated to say that, regardless of your opinions on the matter. Alright, so, gonna try and take down this Jigglypuff right here, but unfortunately I've been put to sleep because it actually managed to land Sing on me, which is incredibly annoying. So yes, we woke up. Awesome. Alright, gonna Thunder Punch you, and down goes Jigglypuff. Oh, we're really close to level 18. And up next is Clefairy. Alrighty, if you manage to hatch a Cleffa from the odd egg, this is what it evolves into. Pretty decent stuff. Anyone who's familiar with the Pokemon Chansey, I feel like the Clefairy line can best be described as Chansey but on a diet, because it does a lot of the same stuff, just not quite as well in terms of bulk. Anyway, got super lucky and got the paralysis off right here. Oh, it's using Metronome. What's it gonna pull? Sharpen. That's interesting. That is a move exclusive to, I want to say, the Porygon family at this point in the series. That's interesting, to say the least. Anyway, Elekid gets level 18, which is awesome. And we had defeated twins Anne and Anne. Such a weird name. Anyway, gonna loop right around here, and I don't... Are you? Oh, you are a trainer. Okay, yeah, I remember you. Pokemon can't do a thing if they're asleep. I'll show you how scary that is. Alright, buddy. Alright. So, this right here is Psychic Greg. That's always a nice little fun name. Greg. He is going to start off with a Drowsy, and honestly, Thunder Punch is really working out for me, so I'm just going to keep Thunder Punching stuff until we hit a bit of a brick wall with it, because it's useful. He has Hypnosis. That is sincerely, sincerely unfortunate. Oh, and he has Dream Eater. Oh, that's a little scary. Dream Eater is basically an HP sucking Pokemon move, except it only works on Pokemon that are currently asleep. So I'm going to try and switch out and take this thing out as quickly as possible, because as you can see, Elekid is a serious sitting duck, so I guess there's my wall right there. Luckily, it is very weak to bite, and I would be very surprised if this did not... what? Okay. I guess Drowsy's a bit more tanky than I thought it was. That's unfortunate. Alright, Croconaut, I really need you to wake up on this one. I really need you to wake up on the... oh no. Well, Bite's disabled, so I think I'm just gonna switch over to Zubat, and maybe Zubat can take this thing out? Hey. I mean, I'm not in any real danger right here, it's more of a nuisance than anything. Alright. Thank God Zubat learned Bite, because otherwise it would still be completely 1000% useless, and thank God Hypnosis missed. Hypnosis is alarmingly accurate for what it does. It's kind of scary. But anyway, we finally brought it down, and that's his only Pokemon. Very nice. I lost. That's pretty sad. Well, not for me, that's for sure. Oh. Hi David, how are you? I found a useful item shopping, so I bought it with your money. Sorry, it's in your PC. You'll like it. Alright, back to the list to find out what that item is. Alright, assuming it's not one of those special 2300 multiple items, it looks like we have saved up 7,000 Pokemon dollars with our mom, and she has spent 600 of it to get us another Super Potion. Very cool. Right here, this sign says Route 37, and right here is an ether, which is definitely worth picking up. Alright. Anyway, looping right around here, we can head over this way, and if we hop this ledge, we have 3 fruit-bearing trees. Crazy, crazy stuff. This one is a red apricorn. If you take this to Kurt, he can make a level ball out of it, which works better on Pokemon that are lower level than the one that you currently have out on the field. The lower the level, the better, believe it or not, so it actually scales quite a lot. So if you have like a level 100 Pokemon out in the field and you're trying to catch something that's level 2, it works a lot better than a Pokemon that's only 1 or 2 levels lower than you. Anyway, right here we have a blue apricorn, which you can take to Kurt and Azalea Town to get a lure ball made. We already have one because he gave us one as a gift, but as a reminder, it triples the catch rate of Pokemon that you fish up with a fishing rod. Right here, we have a black apricorn. We can use this to make heavy balls, which work better on very, very heavy Pokemon. But if the Pokemon is lighter than a certain threshold, it will actually work worse, which is interesting. In later generations, there are certain Pokemon that heavy balls will just straight up not work on, which is really fascinating. Anyway, I should also mention, on this route, if you come here on a Sunday, I believe it is, a character named Sunny of Sunday will be around, and he will give you an item known as a magnet, which powers up electric-type moves. Unfortunately, I'm not playing on a Sunday, so we're going to have to come back and get that later. Anyway, right up here is Ecruteak City. There's a lot of stuff for us to do here in Ecruteak City, but first things first, I want to head into the Pokemon Center. And who do we have here? Hi, I'm Bill. Who are you? David, huh? You've come at the right time. I just finished adjustments on my time capsule. You know that Pokemon can be traded, right? My time capsule was developed to enable trades with the past, but you can't send anything that didn't exist in the past. If you did, the PC in the past would have a breakdown. Oh, believe me, anyone who's familiar with the glitches of these games would know that very well. So you have to remove anything that wasn't around in the past. Put simply, no sending new moves or new Pokemon in the time capsule. Don't you worry, I'm done with the adjustments. Tomorrow, time capsules will be running at all Pokemon centers. I have to hurry on back to Goldenrod and see my folks. Bye-bye. That is Bill, the administrator of the Pokemon storage system, and what he says is true. If you are playing a Virtual Console copy of Pokemon Gold and Silver, you now, as of tomorrow in game time, will have the ability to trade Pokemon with copies of Red, Blue, and Yellow, which is really cool. Now, if you manage to get a glitch Pokemon in your party, you can actually trick the game into thinking the glitch Pokemon is the terminating bite for your party. So you can actually, quote-unquote, hide new Pokemon behind the glitch Pokemon and send Generation 2 Pokemon backwards in time to Generation 1, which has a lot of really crazy effects, believe me. Anyway, I actually want to head back to Goldenrod, believe it or not, because there is something that Bill has for us there. So I will meet you right over there. Alright, here we are in Goldenrod City. Now, I recommend depositing a Pokemon in the PC for this so you have an empty slot in your party. Right over here, as I mentioned a few videos back, is Bill's house. Go on inside and he will now be here. Hey David, do us a favor and take this Eevee. It came over when I was adjusting the time capsule. Someone has to take care of it, but I don't like being outside. Oh, the computer nerd he is. Can I count on you to play with it, David? Absolutely, Bill. I knew you'd come through. Way to go, you're the real deal. Okay, I'm counting on you. Take good care of it. And we receive the Pokemon Eevee. Not gonna give a nickname to it. Professor Elm claims Eevee may evolve in new and unknown ways. This is true. Anyone who is familiar with Eevee from Red, Blue, and Yellow would know that in those games it is capable of evolving into 3 different Pokemon. As of right now, the only one of these that is accessible to us is actually Flareon, which is widely considered to be the worst of the 3 if you use a Firestone on it. However, in Generation 2, it has 2 additional forms that it can evolve into. It will evolve into Espeon if it has high enough happiness when leveled up during the day, and it will evolve into Umbreon if it is leveled up with high enough happiness during the night. Now there's one more special thing about this Eevee. It is going to be the last member of our team. As you can see, it knows Tackle, Tail Whip, Sand Attack, and Growl. Nothing to write home about as of right now, but over time, it can become a really, really fantastic Pokemon that knows a wide variety of moves. And for that reason, I'd really like to use it, because I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever used an Eevee in like a personal or Let's Play playthrough before, and I figured it would be fun to give a shot. Anyway, there's its stats right there, and it is actually a male, which means it looks like we've got, what, 4 female Pokemon on our team? That's pretty impressive considering most of them are weighted to being male, or it's just 50-50. Or is it even? I think it's actually even. Yeah, I think it is even. Interesting stuff. But yes, as of right now, this is the full team that we are going to be going through the game with. Now, this brings up the question of Rattata, my HM slave. There are HMs in this game that I'm really not inclined to teach some of the Pokemon on the team, but there are some that I would like to teach the team. So I'm probably going to be teaching a couple of the HMs that I think are actually decent in battle to our main Pokemon, but any other time that we need another HM, we're probably going to have to just leave someone in the PC and bring Rattata with us. Or another equivalent Pokemon if the need presents itself. Anyway, with all that, I would like to head back to Ecruteak City. Actually, really quick, if we go back and talk to the guy who gave us Kenya originally, thanks kid, you made the delivery for me. Here's something for your trouble, and we get an HP up, which is an item that can permanently raise the base HP of a Pokemon. My pal was snoozing, right? What'd I say? We're definitely going to want to keep that item in mind for later when the need for it becomes more apparent. And with that, I think we are going to be ending things off here. Not a whole lot of story progress in this video, but we got a lot done. This past episode, we checked out a whole bunch of stuff that was accessible to us now that we had gotten rid of Sudowoodo. Like stuff in Dark Cave, stuff in the Ruins of Alph, stuff we get with Rock Smash, all sorts of awesome stuff. And we also made it up here to Ecruteak City, and we were able to obtain the last member of our team, Eevee. Ain't it cute? This is one of those Pokemon that I feel like would make a really good real-life pet. Anyway, next time on Pokemon Crystal, we are going to be exploring the area around Ecruteak City, because believe me, there is quite a bit to check out. Ecruteak City is probably one of my favorite cities in the entire game, and I feel like it will become apparent why soon enough. So without further ado, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.